GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our YouTube live stream for our second game today on this New Year's Day. Roosevelt going up against Parkside men's basketball. And due to the length of our first game today, the second game will not tip off until about 3:18, so we will come on the air right around 10 minutes past the hour and about another, let's see here, maybe another 3 minutes, and then we'll have our broadcast. So we thank you for your patience. And we hope you'll stay with us for Roosevelt University men's basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
The following is a presentation of Roosevelt University Athletics. This is Roosevelt University Lakers men's basketball. From the DeSimone Arena on the campus of the University of Wisconsin Parkside in Kenosha, Wisconsin this afternoon. It's Roosevelt University men's basketball on their New Year's Day. As today, the Lakers men's team resumes their 2026 GLIAC schedule. And the Lakers on the road to face the host, Wisconsin Parkside Rangers. Hi again, everybody, and good afternoon. Happy New Year to one and all as we come to you from Kenosha, Wisconsin on this New Year's Day 2026. And the Lakers, kind of a tough act to follow here today, as in our first broadcast earlier on, if you were with us, Marie Outley hitting a three-pointer at the buzzer to give the Lakers a win, 69-68 over the host Parkside Rangers. So the Lakers now will try to make it a doubleheader sweep here today. The Lakers coming into this matchup today 1-8 on the year. They are 0-2 in the GLIAC. Lakers coming off their last game, a win back on the 19th of December. A game that was won at the buzzer in their own right, as a last-second shot giving the Lakers an 83-80 win over Upper Iowa to end an 8-game losing streak to start the season. Meanwhile, Parkside, they come into this matchup here this afternoon, just one above 500 overall at 5-4. They are 0-2 in the GLIAC. They have had a good start here at home. They're 4-3 here at the DeSimone Arena, and they've won their last two games. They defeated the University of Indianapolis back on the 16th of December. That was an 83-81 overtime win that ended a 3-game losing streak, which came on the heels of a 3-game win streak. Their 3 games that were losses in their most recent loss streak were against Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech, and then Missouri St. Louis, but they pulled out a win over Indianapolis on the 16th, and then they were at Lewis on the 20th of December and won that game by a final of 73-54. First game in a while for the men's basketball squad here. As we said, their last outing was against Upper Iowa, and that was the third game of a 3-game pre-holiday road swing for the Lakers. Prior to that, they played 2 games against McKendree and Quincy. That was at the Quincy Holiday Classic in Quincy, Illinois. Lakers dropping both games, losing 66-49 and 67-57 to Quincy. In both games, clearly the Lakers looked like they, in the second half, were appeared to be in a situation where a win was there for the taking, but both occasions the game not going their way, but then they were able to come back and gut out the 83-80 win on the last second shot at Upper Iowa. And now the Lakers returning to GLIAC play. It'll be GLIAC conference action the rest of the way here in 2026 for Lakers basketball. And the Lakers today at Parkside. They'll be at Ferris State on Saturday afternoon. We'll be there for that as well. And then the Lakers will, at long last, their last home game for the Roosevelt men's basketball team was way back on the 6th of December against Northern Michigan. And the Lakers will be able to finally return home to the Goodman Center on the 8th of January. That'll be a Thursday against Saginaw Valley State. And that'll be a week from today, and then they'll be at home again the following Saturday as well against Lake Superior State before hitting the road again, but not too far away. They'll be at Purdue Northwest on the 15th of January. Then they'll be at Wayne State on January the 17th. But today, Parkside is going to furnish the opposition for the Lakers, as the Lakers will try to pick up their second win in a row. As we said, it's been kind of an up-and-down season so far this year for Parkside. Parkside started their season with a loss to Upper Iowa, then reeled off 3 straight wins, lost 3 in a row, and now they've won their last 2. So there's Roosevelt going up against Parkside. We're going to pause, step aside for about a 2-minute break, and then when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for this afternoon's ball game and first half play-by-play. Game 2 of our New Year's Day doubleheader is straight ahead. Roosevelt against Parkside after this timeout. You're tuned to Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Back with you from the DeSimone Arena here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Great to have you along with us on this New Year's Day 2026. Let's take a look now at the starting 5 for this afternoon's ball game. As some pregame announcements still being made over the public address. As we said, the Lakers coming into this game with a 1-8 record, 0-2 in the GLIAC. And Parkside coming in 5-4, and likewise they are 0-2 in the GLIAC. And now, as was the case before the women's game, color guard presenting the colors here to midcourt, and shortly we'll have the playing of our national anthem.
Left, 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 more time, march, color guard, halt, left, face, reset, color.
Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Remove all hats and direct your attention towards the American flag for the playing of our national anthem.
national anthem here, and now the color guard will depart the court.
Forward, march. Left, 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 left. Now left, march. Left, 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 left.
And now we will have the introductions of today's starting lineups on the public address, and we will do the same in advance of this afternoon's ball game between Roosevelt and Parkside. Let's take a look at the starting five. First off, for the visiting Roosevelt University Lakers, it'll be Mikey West, the 6-foot senior guard from Waterbury, Connecticut. That'll be Hamari Bowers, a 6'5 junior guard from Chicago, Illinois. It'll be Devon Smith Johnson, 6'7 junior forward from Cleveland, Ohio. Dante Sawyer, a 6'5 senior guard from San Francisco, California. And then to wrap up the starting five for the Lakers, it'll be Griffin Yaklich, 6'6 guard and forward, graduate from Joliet, Illinois, transfer from Illinois, Chicago. And Dee Brown, the head coach for the Lakers in his fourth season. Garrett Hill, the associate head coach. Maurice Commander, an assistant coach as well. And then Griffin Effenberger and Terrence Young Jr. are graduate assistant and graduate manager respectively. The student manager is Nate Duckworth. And now we'll take a look at the starting lineup today for the host Parkside Rangers. And they have kept the house lights on here for the starting lineup here. And so we will tell you that the starting five will be for Parkside: Josiah Palmer, 6'2 graduate, a guard from Flossmoor, Illinois. It'll be Luka Mateski, a 6'7 guard, redshirt junior from Belgrade, Serbia. He's a transfer from McHenry. It'll be Fawaz Surakat, a 6'8 forward senior from Chicago, Illinois. It'll be Paxton Warden, 6'4 guard, senior, 185-pounder from Glen Ellen, Illinois. And then Zach Bain, 6'7 freshman guard from West Bend, Wisconsin. And Luke Riegel, the head coach, 23rd season for Coach Riegel at the helm. So the starting lineup's completed, and we await the tip-off for this afternoon's ball game. Had a great ball game to kick off our doubleheader. Hopefully we'll have another one here this afternoon. And we are glad you have joined us from wherever you may be as we come to you from the southeastern corner of the Dairy State on this New Year's Day 2026. Both teams now getting some last-minute instructions from their respective head coaches. The Lakers trying to put together what would be their first winning streak of the season after getting that heart-stopping win against Upper Iowa back on December the 19th. And really that was just a great, I think, morale boost for the Lakers. They had, as we said, two tough losses in the prior two games that week at Quincy, where both games appeared to be within their grasp, but just not able to get the wins in both. And to be able to bounce back and get a dramatic win over a ranked team as well, a top 25 team, certainly a morale boost for the Lakers as they head into the GLIAC season here in 2026. Parkside out onto the floor there in their home white jerseys with the dark green numerals. And the Lakers will come out in their black jerseys with the green numerals trimmed in white. They are still huddling around head coach Dee Brown. I mentioned Hamari Bowers in the starting lineup for the Lakers. What a debut he had in his opening game with the Lakers. Scored 21 points to vault his way into the high scoring average for the team. And the reason for the delay is informed by our sports information director, Josh Walfish. The video board is not working. So that is the cause for the delay. And the officials are, I see some numbers being input. Oh, they're going to do a, looks like a sideline scoreboard there across the way. I think, that's my guess. As they've set up something that looks akin to a scoreboard. So we await the start of the ball game. Both teams are now coming out onto the floor. And we are about to get ready for basketball here this afternoon. Yeah, the video board right now shows a time of 11:38 remaining in the first half. So we'll see if they can get that rectified before too long. But either way, I think the two teams are going to get an explanation from the officials, as both clocks as well, game clock and shot clock that display above the baskets, are also right now turned off. So if the shot clock winds down, we'll try to tell you as most accurately as we can that information. But either way, we are about set for basketball here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Paxton Warren leads the way for Parkside, averaging 18.8 points a game. Parkside coming in, averaging so far this season 75.5 points per game. And the Lakers right now averaging 63.7 a game coming in. Lakers shooting at a 42.5% rate from the floor here. Mikey West is going to be in the circle here against Fawaz Surakat on the opening tip-off. There's the whistle. And we're underway here in Kenosha. So Parkside wins the opening tip. They have the ball in the front court now as they move it here from our right to left. And the Lakers going right to left here in the opening half. Surakat had it top of the key, fed it over now to Palmer. Long pass now wide left and from the wing, an immediate three. That'll miss on an air ball. Surakat got the rebound, and then they return it back in the lane. Then a layup misses here for Warden. It went around and out, and the rebound goes to the Lakers. That went to Hamari Bowers. And now the scoreboard clock above the basket and the shot clock are now operational again. And the two large video boards have been turned off completely. All right, the Lakers had the ball in the front court now. Griffin Yaklich out high right, gave it up to Mikey West between the circles. West stutter steps, falls back, takes an NBA three, back rim and out, and the rebound long goes to Luka Mateski for Parkside. Rangers now with the ball in the front court as both teams not able to score on their first possession. Wide left, here's Luka Mateski. Driving in, baseline left, spins in deep on Bowers, dropped it back into the lane. Ball got batted away. Surakat got it back, reverses it up, and hard contact underneath it when we have our first foul of the ball game. I called that one on the Lakers, and I believe they called it on Devon Smith-Johnson. And that will be his first and the team's first. And the first free throw here, back of the rim and out for Fawaz Surakat, who is at 43.8% from the line this season. So we remain scoreless in this game in the early going. Surakat, one more coming up. He averages 7.6 points a game. Second free throw is in. So it is a 1-0 lead for Parkside. Mikey West into the front court here for the Lakers. Now we can't tell you, as West now angles to the left side. Actually, we can now. 18:40 remains in the half. Here's a pull-up baseline left, and a shot will miss off the right side of the rim, and the rebound going to Parkside after the miss from the far side there by Dante Sawyer for the Lakers. Parkside now with possession. Surakat has it top of the key. Off to the left point now to Palmer. Josiah Palmer has it between the circles. Sends it now wide left to Bain. Wraparound pass in low left to Surakat. He's going to try to wheel his way into the lane. Had it knocked away. And the Lakers able to get the steal. Bowers with the steal. He'll bring it into the front court. Back out high now to Mikey West at the right point. Out high with it, Sawyer. Lob down low. And that'll be over the head of Griffin Yaklich and out of bounds. It'll be Parkside with the ball back. So it's a 1-0 Parkside lead. 18:05 remaining here in this opening half. New Year's Day hoops from Wisconsin. Out high right in the forecourt, here's Paxton Warden. Warden dribbles it out between the circles. Off the left side now to Palmer. Got it in low left. Surakat has it there. Surakat backing into the lane on Yaklich. Head fakes. I thought he was going to take a fall away. He instead passed it wide right, and then an immediate travel was called. It'll be Roosevelt with the ball back. I got shielded on the view. I think that pass went to Mateski, and either way, the Lakers with possession. And it'll be Griffin Yaklich to inbound far side at three-quarter court. Lakers still looking for their first points of the game. And we're now almost 2.5 minutes into the first half. Mikey West into the RU front court. Moves it left around a screen set by Devon Smith-Johnson. Around to the right side now. Here's Sawyer with it, just beyond the arc. Bounces it right of the lane to Yaklich. Yaklich trying to back in. Threw a little bit of an elbow there. Spins down low. Fed it in deep, and it'll be out of bounds to Parkside. Yaklich tried to connect there with Hamari Bowers, but it went out of bounds. It'll be Parkside ball. They'll move it all the way right to left with 17:23 for the half. 1-0 Parkside the lead. Josiah Palmer into the front court. 2 passes later. Left wing with it now is Warden. Got it back out front. They'll swing it around the arc. Off to the right point now with it is Palmer. Palmer into the lane. Sends a line drive that caused Zach Bain to make a leaping catch in the corner. Left of the key with it now. Here's Mateski. Suricott with it right of the circle. Back out high right now to Warden. Hesitates, 5 to shoot. Warden to the drive into the lane. Laid it up. It went around and out. And in a crowd, we had a Laker rebound and an immediate tie-up there after Devon Smith-Johnson pulled it down. And we had a foul call there. I think they called that one on Fawaz Suricott. That would be his first of the game and the team's first. 16:56 remaining in the half. And the Lakers trailing it 1-0. All right, Mikey West into the front court. Angles right, just beyond the arc. Got it out high to Yaklich. He drives in left of the lane. Spins, can't get a shot away. Fires it back wide right, hesitating, then a 3-ball. A little bit short here, and the rebound goes to Parkside after the miss from Devon Smith-Johnson off to the right side. Rebound there went to Mateski, who has it back now here off to the left side. Mateski drives into the foul line area, kicked it out wide right, and then a 3, back rimming out there for Palmer. Rebound at the top of the key, ball batted around, and winding up with it eventually after West got to it originally. Winding up with it is Bowers. He drives into the front court. Fall away left of the lane, high off the glass and misses. Fawaz Suricott the rebound for Parkside. 2 passes later. Driving in from the left side, Mateski hesitates in the lane, puts it up. It clanks off the front of the rim. Mateski taking a fall on the foul call there on Roosevelt. This will be called on Griffin Yaklich for the Lakers. His first of the game, team second. And it's Luka Mateski, who's been great from the line this year, 94%. He averages 16.4 a game, and he's on the line here now for the Parkside Rangers. It's still a 1-0 lead for Parkside. And it's still a 1-0 lead as the first free throw in and out. One more coming up for the Rangers. Ethan Ivan into the game now for the first time for Parkside. One more on the way. Ivan, a 6'7" forward from Batavia, Illinois. Second free throw is in. So that makes it a 2-0 ball game. As we're almost 4 minutes into the contest. Lakers trailing by, well, it's a 1-possession deficit. Into the front court now. As Mo Saul into the game for the first time for the Lakers. He had the ball momentarily. Here's Devon Smith-Johnson now, right of the key, just beyond the arc. Traces the arc a little bit off to the right side. Underhands it now to Bowers. Backed it up now to the right point. Shot clock at 8. Bowers spins his way into the lane. Pushes up the shot against intense pressure. Banks off the backside of the rim and out. And the rebound going to Parkside. Logan Zaire with a rebound there for the Rangers as they now have it in the front court. Wide left with it is Luka Mateski. Mateski brought it out top of the arc. Gave it up now to Braden McLaughlin. 2 quick passes later, back wide right with it now Ethan Ivan. Back out high right to Palmer. Palmer at the right point, 10 to shoot. Palmer fed it back out high, return pass to Palmer in the corner. He fakes, drives in right baseline, kick out wide left, they bring it back out high. Quick passing here, and a 3 from out front misses. Griffin Yaklich the rebound after the miss on that shot that I think was taken there by McLaughlin. Lakers had the ball in the front court as that rebound went to Mason Kleinsmith just into the game. He'll bring it into the front court now off to the right side with it. Driving in low right, little hesitation. Oh, a lot of traffic down low, a lot of contact in deep and a whistle and a foul. And they wound up calling a jump ball. Devon Smith-Johnson tried a little hesitation move there in deep. And we have a timeout on the floor. Full timeout, 14:56 remaining in the opening half. Timeout with a score. Parkside 2, Roosevelt nothing. We'll take a break and return. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
14:56 remains here in this opening half. Right now, the Lakers 0 of 5 from the floor in this game. And Parkside also 0 of 5. The only points of the game so far have come from the foul line. Metesky and Suricott each with one made free throw. And that is it for the scoring so far in this game. All right, we'll have the inbound now near side as 14 to shoot on the inbound. Devon Smith-Johnson backing into the lane. Spins at the dotted line. Brought it back out wide left. Here's a drive in, I think, by Mikey West. Yep, and he hit a turnaround left side on a smooth shot there. He averages 11.4 a game, and the Lakers have tied the game at 2. Our first tie of the ball game. Parkside with the ball in the front court. McLaughlin has it wide left. They'll move it around the arc now. Out high right, moving it around a screen is Logan Zaire. Back around to the left from the wing. Metesky with a 3, and that misses off the front of the rim. Rebound tip to the foul line, and eventually picked up there by Mo Saul for the Lakers. Into the front court now, Mason Kleinsmith has it. He'll circle around to the left side, drives in, reverse layup attempt, banks and misses. It banked and hit the right side of the rim. Rebound cleared by Metesky. He'll race into the front court, behind the back dribble. Oh, nicely executed there. To Palmer, now they'll bring it back out high again. Ivan flips it wide right, driving in from there, McLaughlin. Now back to Palmer. He'll fire up an immediate 3. Back rim and out. Rebound long, wide left, goes to Braden McLaughlin, and Parkside will keep it. Back out high now with it is Palmer. Has it between the circles. And then he passed it wide right. Then Zaire tried to wrap around, and we had a whistle and a foul called here. Mikey West getting called for the foul, his first of the game. And I have the team with 3. And because the video boards are down, I can't double check that. So you'll have to rely on my stats, which is always a very dangerous proposition. Inbound pass came into McLaughlin wide right. Now they'll bring it around the arc off the left side with it here is Ethan Ivan. Now to Palmer, dribbles it out between the circles. Right now, Parkside of late really stepping up the tempo. Here's a straightaway 3, back rim and out here for Ivan. Rebound though long to the top of the key and able to get to it there, Logan Zaire. Out high left now, Palmer. Back around to the right side. Here's McLaughlin. McLaughlin fed a rocket down low, then a short shot rolls off the front of the rim, and the rebound goes to Roosevelt. Zach Bain tried the shot, thought it was going to go in, and then Dante Sawyer had the rebound for the Lakers. Mikey West into the RU front court, whistle. And, we had a foul, I believe, off the ball. And it'll go against Roosevelt here. Parkside able to get possession. 13-17 for the half. And Parkside will bring it into their forecourt. Dante Sawyer, I believe, got called for that last foul. As Parkside in the front court, the drive down the lane and a lay-in off the back of the rim misses for Paxton Warden. Lakers back the other way into the front court. Griffin Yaklich into the front court, barrels down the lane, tosses it up too hard off the glass, and the rebound goes to Parkside. Jack Rose just into the game getting the rebound for the Rangers. He has it back, off to the left, he takes a 3, short, and the rebound goes to Mikey West. We still have a 2-2 tie, and we're more than 7 minutes into the game. Off to the left side, a 3 goes in for Mason Kleinsmith, who buried it from long distance. So the Lakers take their first lead of the game at 5-2. Out high right in the forecourt, Paxton Warden for the Rangers. Had it knocked away by Sawyer, but Warden got it back at the timeline. Right point now to Rose. Around to the left side, Ethan Ivan. Ivan, guarded by Saul. They move it around the arc now to the right side. On the wing with it now, Jake Dunham. Dunham bounces it in low right. Then a second wraparound in deep, reverse layup attempt goes in for Ethan Ivan. Count the hoop and a foul called. Ethan Ivan to the line for a 3-point play opportunity here. Mo Saul getting called for the foul for the Lakers, his first of the game. That'll be the team's 5th. And now a 3-point play opportunity here for Ethan Ivan. Ivan so far this year averaging 5.8 a game. He's 1 for 1 from the line this season. And that made it a 5-4 game. And so Ivan looking to retie the game with a made free throw, and he buries it. So Ivan sinks the free throw. That was the first field goal of the game just now for Parkside. Almost 8 minutes in, it's a 5-5 game. Mikey West will walk into the Roosevelt front court. Standing dribble right half of the center circle. He angles to the right. Picked up the dribble out high now to Yaklich. Played it over to the far side now. And then a return pass out high. With it is Devon Smith-Johnson. Hands it off to Kleinsmith. He hesitates. Oh, lost the ball off his foot. Parkside able to get possession as it was picked up by Jake Dunham. He'll bring it into the front court. Now off to the left side. Rose for three. Off the right side of the rim and out a little bit too strong. And then on the rebound, a whistle. Got a foul here. Let's see if they call this. It's going to be on Dunham. Nope, it'll be on Amari Bowers, the foul for the Lakers. His first. And we have a timeout on the floor. 11:36 to go in the half. Timeout with a score. It's Roosevelt 5, Parkside 5. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you. I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
So 11:36 remains in this opening half. We're in a 5-5 tie. Right now, Roosevelt at 2 of 9 shooting. And Parkside 1 of 13. Parkside coming into the game, 43% is their shooting percentage so far here in this now 2026 season. Parkside with the ball out of the timeout. Warden to inbound. Brought in and out high right now to Dunham. He drives into the lane. Floater with the right hand. Back rim and off the right rim and then out. Rebound tipped out of the timeline. Rather to the top of the key. Picked up by Rose. And then a three bounces around and in. There was a whistle as the ball was bouncing around the rim. Paxton Warden, I think, will get credit for a three-pointer, but then I think a foul called on Parkside. I think they called the foul on Bain. It would be his first. And the three did count there. So that makes it an 8-5 Parkside lead as the Lakers had the ball in the front court. Griffin Yaklich off a handoff, angles to the left side of the forecourt. Here's Bowers with it, hesitates, barrels down the lane, lays it up. That's rejected. As just back into the game is Fawaz Surakat. He had the block and then it went out, although I think we had a foul call there. So that'll be the third team foul on Parkside. See if they call that one on Rose. As Bowers on the line for the Lakers. Makes his first free throw. And the second one is in. Bowers now 5 for 6 from the line in the early part of his season. Yeah, they called that last foul on Rose. That was correct. And now Parkside with a ball, and they have an 8-7 lead as they operate in the front court off to the left side with it now. Bain drives in, baseline left, had his avenue shut off by Yaklich. Fires it back out high, and then a drive down the lane, and a lay-in is right there for Paxton Warden. Paxton Warden with 5. Lakers back the other way quickly as they trail now 10-7. Low left with it. And then the ball knocked away, and it'll be taken back by Parkside as Yaklich went low left, tried to spin, fell down. Parkside wound up with the ball. They tried to feed it in deep as trying to force a pass in through traffic from the left of the key was Bain. And it got knocked out of bounds, but we had a whistle as well. I thought maybe for a foul, but I don't think that was the case. It'll just be an out-of-bounds situation here. 10:31 remaining in the half. 10-7 in favor of Parkside. Inbound came into Suricott off to the right side. Sends it now to Warden. Drives into the lane. Tried a no-look pass for Suricott. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Roosevelt with the ball back. So the Lakers will get possession again. And they will move it the length of the floor from left to right. Inbound brought in to Mason Kleinsmith. He'll bring it across the timeline, far side. Works it right around to Devon Smith-Johnson. Screen pulls up right elbow, and the floater goes in for Kleinsmith. That gives him 5 in the early going. And the Lakers back to within 1 at 10-9. Into the forecourt. Here's Josiah Palmer. Passed it to Suricott. Palmer with it back right away. Left side now to Dunham. His 3 in and out. Griffin Yaklich. Great job there to adjust and get the rebound in the lane. Up ahead now to Kleinsmith. He has it in the front court. Dribbles to the top of the arc. Right side now to Mikey West. Fakes a 3, works it around to Smith-Johnson screen. Then takes a floater with the left hand in the lane. Back rim and out, and the rebound goes to Jake Dunham for Parkside. Up ahead now, near side with it is Warden. He'll bring it into the front court. Has it between the rings. Off to the right now to Dunham again. Dunham to Palmer. Got around Kleinsmith. Went into the lane. Bouncer down deep to Suricott. He spins. Put it up with the right hand, and it's in. Suricott with 3. And the Parkside lead at 3. Baseline right. Yaklich reverses it up and in off a feed from way out front from Mikey West. Griffin Yaklich, his first 2 of the game. And on the exchange, the Parkside lead right now is at 12-11. Up the near side and into the front court, Josiah Palmer for the Rangers. Sends it out high right now to Warden. Back to Palmer. Long 3 ball, and it's in. Palmer hits the long 3 off the feed from Warden. Palmer, his first points of the game, coming in averaging 12.4. And it's now a 15-11 ball game in favor of Parkside. Lakers had the ball in the front court. Yaklich out between the rings. Holds out high. Fed it now to the top of the key. With it there is Devon Smith-Johnson. Hands it off to West. Shot clock at 9. West into the lane. Kick out wide left to Kleinsmith. Back out high now. Here's Bowers. Fakes. Steps in. Backed it up between the rings. 3 to shoot. Bowers fires it up now left to the key. Desperation shot. Banks and misses. Rebound right of the lane. And able to get to the ball there is Zach Bain. Up ahead now. Here's Palmer into the front court. Fires it wide right. Dunham fakes a 3. Steps in. 18-footer right of the key. And it's in. Dunham his first 2 of the game. That makes it 17-11 Parkside. 2 Rangers and 1 Laker ready to come back into the game at the next stoppage. Into the front court, Mikey West. Moves it around the Yaklich screen and then hits the shot. That'll be a 2 from the left. Was about to say a 3, but official quickly ruling a 2 there. And so on the basket, it's a 17-13 Parkside lead. Palmer into the front court for the Rangers. From behind, Kleinsmith knocked it away, but then Palmer got help from Warden. Back now to Palmer again as Warden was able to get to it and get to the ball. Now Paxton Warden has it out between the circles. Stutter steps, drives in right side. Now to Dunham. Fed it out high to Palmer. Drives in right into the lane. Double head fake. Tries again on the shot in the lane. He misses it and a whistle. And I think they may have called a travel. That's what Mason Kleinsmith was saying should have been the call, and will have a timeout on the floor. 7:27 remaining in the opening half. Timeout with a score. It is Parkside 17, Roosevelt 13. We'll take a break and come back. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
All right, out of the timeout, Lakers right now are at 5 of 14 shooting, and Parkside at 6 of 20. Lakers have the ball now as we resume our ball game here. And RU moving it all the way left to right. And Dante Sawyer in from the left on a move toward the basket, a power move to the hoop, and he draws a foul. And that was called on Paxton Warden. Warden with his first, team's fourth. And it'll be Dante Sawyer to the line for the Lakers. Dante, the 6'5" senior from San Francisco, California, releases and the first one goes in. He's a 69% free throw shooter coming in, averages 10.2 a game. Has another one coming up. We'll try to make it a 2-point ball game. Right now, Parkside the lead at 17-14. Second free throw, back rim and out, and Fawaz Surikat way up high for the rebound for Parkside. Into the front court, Luka Mateski right in front of us. Now backed it out between the circles, gave it up to Surikat. He picked it up right at the key just beyond the arc. Now wide right on the wing to Palmer. And he had it knocked out of bounds by Mason Kleinsmith. And so it'll be Parkside to keep it. 7:04 remaining here in the opening half. Low scoring, but a tight ball game. Oh, they called a foul on that sequence on Mason Kleinsmith. His first of the game. Team seventh, that now will send Parkside into the bonus, and so Josiah Palmer to the line. First free throw is in. Palmer will get the back end of the old-fashioned one-on-one here, 1-and-1. Palmer, an 81.3% free throw shooter on the year. And the second free throw is around and out. And the rebound goes to Dante Sawyer for the Lakers. Up ahead now to Mason Kleinsmith. They'll bring it into the front court. Off to the right around to Smith-Johnson screen. Picked up the dribble. Now to Sawyer. He'll fire it wide left and then a three ball. Too strong there, and the rebound goes to Parkside. Mateski the rebound after the three came from the left side. I think that was... I want to confirm who took that shot. I got shielded on the view anyway. Surikat into the front court. Gave it back out high right now to Warden. To Palmer. Back now to Paxton Warden. Around the arc off the left side. With it there was Mateski. Fed it back to Warden, who barrels in from the left. Heavy contact and a foul called in the paint. And that foul was called on Devon Smith-Johnson, who took a hard fall and slow getting back to his feet. It's his second and the team's eighth. We'll scroll back here for a bit. And we'll have free throws coming up now for Paxton Warden. It was indeed Saul who missed that last three-pointer attempt for the Lakers. Here's Warden to the line now, and the first free throw is around and out. That was Warden's first free throw attempt of the game. He came in at 74.1% from the line this season. One more coming up. Warden, one more on the way. Leading score for the team at 18.8 a game. Second one. And that is right through. Warden, his sixth point of the game, and now it is an 18-14 lead for Parkside. And now they add the point, so now it's 19-14 on the auxiliary scoreboard they've set up across the way at the scorer's table here at the DeSimone Arena. Here's Mason Kleinsmith into the front court off the right side for the Lakers. Gave it back now to Mikey West, who's just back in. Has it top of the key, steps back, takes a three from the top of the arc, missing it. And the rebound goes to Paxton Warden. He'll bring it into the front court for Parkside. Sends it off the left side now. With it is Mateski. Behind the back dribble, left of the lane. Defender falling down, that was Saul, and then contact as Mateski tried to drive into the paint. Well, they called Saul for a foul. That's a tough break. His second. And I have the Lakers now with 9 in the first half. Free throws coming up now for Parkside. 6:01 remaining in the half. And Luka Mateski to the line now for Parkside. He's 0 for 1 from the line here, and still the fairly early going of this game. And the first end of the 1-and-1 is in. Lakers were, Griffin Yaklich was about to inbound the ball, but one more free throw is coming up. There's the second one, and that'll be in. So 21-14 now is the score in favor of Parkside. Lakers facing their largest deficit of the game. Mikey West into the front court. Guarded to the timeline by Logan Zaire just back into the game. The two made contact, but the game goes on. Now with it is Hamari Bowers, right of the key. Fed it in, baseline right to Kleinsmith. Back to Bowers on the right wing. Shot clock at 9. Bowers hesitates, trying to back into the lane on Zaire. Puts it up, and it bounces off the right side of the rim. Tip try by Bowers, misses, and then a whistle under the basket. So it'll be free throw time for Bowers, as they called Paxton Warden for the foul. His second, team's 5th. And Bowers to the line now. First free throw, and it's in. Bowers now 3 for 3 from the line this afternoon. Josiah Palmer back into the game now for Parkside, as coming out will be Paxton Warden. One more free throw coming up. Second one is in. So both free throws converted. And it's now a 21-16 ball game. Here's a 3 from the left, and that lead is going to be increased by Logan Zaire, who buried a 3 from the corner. His first points of the day. So on that exchange, it's a 24-16 lead, and now the Lakers try a shot here at the other end, and it came up well short, and now Parks unable to get the rebound right back. So the Rangers operating in the front court now with an 8-point lead, their largest of the game. Wrap around in low right, and Griffin Yaklich anticipates and gets in the way for a steal. He tried to lob it wide right, but the ball got tipped out of bounds. I think that was tipped by McLaughlin. Either way, it'll be the Lakers to keep it. 26 to shoot, 4:51 remaining in the half. And it'll be Mason Kleinsmith to inbound for the Lakers. Inbound brought in, near side to Mikey West. Left side around to Yaklich screen. Oh, a lot of traffic at the top of the key. Then a pass out high. Bowers tries to save. Oh, he kept it in bounds and got it over to Dante Sawyer. He drives in from the right, spins in the lane, off-balance shot, misses, but he draws a foul. The Lakers so close to turning it over, and they're going to wind up getting a trip to the free throw line. Braden McLaughlin the foul. His first, team 6th. And free throws coming up now for Dante Sawyer. Dante 1 for 2 from the line today, and the first free throw here is good. So his 2 made free throws, accounting for all of Sawyer's points thus far. 4:38 remaining in the half, and right now a 24-17 lead for Parkside. Here's the second one, and that's in. So now the Lakers back to within 6. Here's Josiah Palmer against tight pressure from West, but he brought it into the front court left side. Wide left now, Zaire with it. Pulled up left of the lane, no shot available, brought it back out high. With it there was Ethan Ivan just back in, back to Palmer. Palmer on the drive, right of the lane, off balance shot, banks and misses, but a foul call. They call the foul on Griffin Yaklich, his second. And that, I believe, will put Parkside to the double bonus, as Josiah Palmer now to the line here for the Rangers. 4:18 remaining in the half. First free throw is good for Palmer. He's now 2 for 3 from the line today. One more coming up. Here's Fawaz Surakat back into the game now for Parkside. One more coming up for Josiah Palmer. And it is right there. Palmer converts both. He's 3 for 4 from the line, has 6 points this afternoon. And the lead for Parkside now bumped back up to 8 at 26-18. Lakers have the ball in the front court. Out high right with it now, Dante Sawyer. Sawyer dribbles, still with it off to the right. Out high to Yaklich, flips it backwards to Bowers. Now back right side, driving in is Mikey West. Wheels in to the right edge of the lane. Tried to toss up the shot. That ball was rejected out of bounds by Logan Zaire, but he also made contact, and so Zaire will get called for a foul. His first, team 7th. We have a timeout on the floor. Under 4, immediate timeout. 3:57 remaining in the half. The score, Parkside 26, Roosevelt 18. We will step aside, take a short break, and then we'll return to Kenosha, Wisconsin. You're tuned to Roosevelt University basketball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
3:57 remaining in the opening half here this afternoon. And a game where both teams really had difficulty scoring points in the early going of this game. And right now it is a 26-18 lead for Parkside. As we said before the break, Logan Zaire getting called for the last foul for Parkside. And it'll be Mikey West, the senior from Waterbury, Connecticut, to the line for Roosevelt now. First free throw is good. Almost marked that one in the second half portion of my scorebook. That would not have been wise. One more coming up for West. And that'll be in. Mikey now with 6 in the game. And it is a 26-20 lead, 6-point lead for Parkside. 3:54 remaining in the half. Josiah Palmer up the far sideline into the front court. Picked up at the timeline defensively by West. Around to the left now, around to a screen set there around to the right side by Suricott. Palmer off to the left now has it. Backed it up beyond the arc. Hesitates, lost it, picking it up right in front of us here, Mikey West for the Lakers steal. So now let's see if the Lakers can cash in on the turnover. Here's Kleinsmith now out, right edge of the center circle. He angles to the right, picked up the dribble out beyond the arc. Near the right point, got it to Sawyer. He drives in the lane. Head fake, stops, and then the right-hander goes around and in. Good head fake there by Dante Sawyer. Logan Zaire was right there with him step for step, but eventually the points put on the board for the Lakers. They're now back to within 4 at 26-22. 3 minutes for the first half. Oh, backhand wraparound here to Suricott, who spins into the lane, laid it in for a great assist from Braden McLaughlin. Count the hoop and a foul called. And Mo saw a foul. Actually, let's see here. That would have been his third. I thought I heard third foul announced on the PA. And either way, here is Fawaz Suricott to the line now for the three-point play opportunity for Parkside. And no, that was on Griffin Yaklich, that last foul. And the free throw goes in for Suricott. So Saul stays at 2. It was Yaklich the foul, and he has 3. All right, into the front court, Mikey West, as it is now a 29-22 ball game in favor of Parkside. Here's Bowers out between the rings, off to the right side now to Sawyer. Back out front to Mikey West. Pulls up, trying to work it in on Zaire. Threw a little bit of an elbow. Lobs it now left corner, driving in from there. Yaklich spins low left, had it knocked out of bounds, or did he lose it out of bounds? The Parkside bench cheering. But I believe it'll still be the Lakers' possession, but now 5 on the shot clock. 2:32 remaining in the half. Here comes the inbound, lobbed in out high to Bowers. Shot clock at 2. Now to Sawyer, down the lane. Tried to release the shot. It got tipped straight up into the air, a good 25 feet. And then it was on its way down, way to whistle. And I think we'll have Laker free throws, or will we? Yep. It'll be free throw time coming up now for Dante Sawyer for the Lakers. 2:26 remaining in the half. And the first free throw here is off the front of the rim and out. Sawyer now 3 for 5 so far today at the foul line. Fawaz Surakat got called for that last foul for Parkside. It was his second of the game. And the second free throw will be short. And the rebound cleared by Ethan Ivan. So both missed free throws here result in a Parkside possession as they work it down low. Heavy contact, a couple of players taking a fall on a whistle. Foul was called on Dante Sawyer. His first. And Logan Zaire to the line now for Parkside. 2:20 remaining in the first half. Parkside the lead 29-22. And now Zaire gives the Rangers their 30th point of the game. Zaire with 4 points so far this afternoon. Second free throw is good. That makes it a 31-22 game, so a 9-point advantage for Parkside now. Mikey West angles right into the front court. Has it out between the rings. A little stutter step, goes into the lane. Pulled up just inside the foul line. Float away jumper from there is in on a beautiful move by Mikey West at the foul line to get the 2. He has 8 points. Parkside the lead 31-24. Josiah Palmer into the front court. Played it over to the far side to McLaughlin. Brought it between the circles. Now to Logan Zaire. He'll one-hand it to Ivan. Now Palmer back to Zaire left side. He drives in, picked it up left of the lane. Shot clock down to 10, 1:42 for the half. Driving into the lane now McLaughlin. Awkward dribble, got it back. Now they bring it back out high left with it is Mateski. 3 on the clock. Mateski has to take a desperation 3. Back rim and out. And Zaire barreling in from the left wing. Went high into the air to get a rebound. He took a fall along with, I think, Mikey West, and there was a foul on the sequence. Both took hard falls to the hardwood. And we'll have free throws coming up as that foul going against Roosevelt. Free throws here for Logan Zaire on the way for the Parkside Rangers. 1:30 remaining in the half. Give that last foul to Mikey West. Here's the free throw, and that's in for Logan Zaire, who's made all 3 of his opening 3 free throws of the ball game. Zaire, 1 more coming up. For the moment, it's a 32-24 lead for Parkside. Second one for Zaire. That's in. So it's a 33-24 Parkside lead. Into the front court now. Mikey West out high right. And dribbles around 3 players. Members of both teams in that sequence. West misses a lean-in shot in the lane. Rebound got tipped out baseline right. And it'll be Parkside with the ball back. 1:17 remaining. Parkside a chance here to take a double-digit lead with any kind of field goal as they'll move it all the way right to left. And now Jake Dunham back into the game for Parkside. As the Rangers to move it all the way here right to left. Inbound brought into Josiah Palmer. It's across the line right in the middle of the floor. Played at top of the key to Zaire. He barrels into the lane, got tripped up, maintained his balance beautifully, got the ball back, fed it backwards to Dunham, who then laid it in. Jake Dunham with 4. 35-24, 11-point lead, largest of the day for Parkside. Klein Smith into the front court for the Lakers. As at right edge of the center circle, leans over the dribble right there. Angles right against pressure from Palmer. Back out high now to Bowers. Bowers pulled up right elbow. Stutter steps, drives down the right edge of the lane, switches to the left hand, lays it up and misses it. Got his own rebound. The follow off the front of the rim and out. Tip try again, won't go. And eventually Parkside with possession. Palmer into the front court. Oh, got away with a carry. Here's McLaughlin left side now. Got it over to Ivan. Back to McLaughlin. He'll take a three left of the key. Off the back iron. And the rebound cleared by Roosevelt. Hamari Bowers the rebound for the Lakers. Up ahead now. And with it is Mason Kleinsmith for the Lakers. Time winding down through all of that. Down to 14 seconds to go in the half. Kleinsmith leans over the dribble right edge of the center circle. 10 on the game clock. Lakers playing it for one here. They trail by 11. Pass now to Mikey West. 3 on the clock. West a long three. Off the front of the rim and out. Palmer the rebound, and that'll wind down the time, and we come to the end of the half. So through one half of play here this afternoon in our second game of our New Year's Day doubleheader, your score is Parkside 34, Roosevelt 35. It's Parkside 35, Roosevelt 24. We will step aside, take a little bit of an extended break, and then when we come back, we'll have our first half scoring recap and second half play-by-play on the way. This is Roosevelt University basketball. See ya in 12.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool,
The court, the course,
the track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you. I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome you back live to the DeSimone Arena here on the campus of the University of Wisconsin Parkside. Halftime break rolling along. It is a 35-24 lead for the Parkside Rangers here at halftime of our second game of our New Year's Day doubleheader. And again, a Happy New Year to one and all. Hope you're able to settle in, maybe listen to some hoops while watching the college football playoff Rose Bowl. Right now being conducted out west. And let's take a look here as we come back to the Midwest. First half scoring stats, as it is a 35-24 lead for the Parkside Rangers. And scoring here so far for Parkside in this game. Right now it is Josiah, actually it's going to be Logan Zaire leading the way right now with 7 points in this game, and then several players have 6. They are Josiah Palmer, who has 6, along with Faraz Surakat with 6, and in addition, with half a dozen points, is Paxton Warden. Then running down the rest of the scoring here, it is Jake Dunham with 4, and Ethan Ivan has 3 points in this game this afternoon. And that does round out the scoring for the Parkside Rangers. Although Jack Rose has played but not scored, and that was the case as well for Zach Bain in the first half for Parkside. And as well, Braden McLaughlin playing but not scoring. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, right now they're led in scoring by Mikey West, who has 8 points this afternoon. And it's Kleinsmith and Bowers each with 5. Correction. It's Kleinsmith and Sawyer each with 5. And then it's Hamari Bowers with 4 in the game. And Griffin Yaklich has 2. Devon Smith-Johnson and Mo Sala both played but not scored. Shooting stats today. Lakers 7 of 24, 1 of 6 from three-point range, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. And Parkside, 9 of 25 shooting, 3 of 14 from 3, and 14 of 18 from the free throw line. Rebounding in this game, 21 to 13 edge for the Rangers. And turnovers, 6 for Parkside, 5 for the Lakers. All right, still a little over a minute remaining before we start the second half, so we're going to pause, take one final timeout. And then when we come back, we'll see if the Lakers can come back as they trail here by 11 at the break. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
We are back with you again on Saturday. We'll have a live audio feed as well as the regular Flow College video stream on Saturday for both women's and men's basketball from Ferris State University in Big Rapids, Michigan. Women's game at 12 noon Chicago time, men's game at 2 p.m. on Saturday. As we will then be well into 2026. Hope you had a really great, happy, and safe New Year's. And we'll see if the Lakers can hit the comeback trail here. And good news is they've had the video boards restored here. That means the main scoreboards are again operational. They had to use an auxiliary board at the scores table, which now has been removed. And it looks like we're back to nominal game operations here at the DeSimone Arena. Final seconds of the halftime break winding down. Lakers will be back at home then after the games on Saturday. They'll be back at home next Thursday, a week from today, the 8th of January. They'll be able to return to the Goodman Center. The men's team, especially since they last played at home on the 6th of December, men's team has logged a lot of mileage over the recent weeks during the holiday season. Both teams now back out onto the floor. The Lakers will be going, as we look at it here, in half number 2 from our right to left and Parkside left to right. And it'll be Zach Bain on the inbound here now for the Parkside Rangers. As we're about to start the second half. Rangers with the ball, and we're underway here in half number 2. Inbound pass to the backcourt side to Palmer. He's back quickly into the front court at the top of the center circle. Now to Suricott. He'll drop it back, holding it top of the arc now, Warden. Got it in low right, and then driving along the baseline, and then Zach Bain able to reverse it in for the first points of the second half. And that was that field goal resulting in Bain's first points of the day. And the Lakers now trail 37-24. Largest deficit of the day for the Lakers. Griffin Yaklich right of the key, hands it off now. With the top of the key, and then a straightaway 3 is in for Dante Sawyer. So Dante Sawyer's first points of the second half with a flourish. He has 8 overall. And on the exchange, it's a 10-point lead now at 37-27 in favor of Parkside. There's the drive in from the right by Bain. Bouncer down low. It'll be tipped out of bounds. And I believe the Rangers to keep it. 19:09 remaining in the second half. Now checking into the game will be Mason Kleinsmith for the Lakers. Mason 5 first half points today. Parkside to inbound, 18 to shoot. Inbound came in right of the lane to Suricott. He'll hand it off. Little stutter step move, driving into the lane here. That's Warden. Brought it back out high to Bain. Now again to Fawa Suricott. He sends it off to the right, and then a quick 3, front rim and out there. And then the rebound goes to Suricott, baseline left after the miss by Paxton Warden. And then a drive in from the left side. Blocking foul will be called here as Luka Mateski taking it in from the left and almost was able to convert for a 3-point play try. So that'll be the first foul for the Lakers in the second half of the game. Luka Mateski to the line. He's 3 for 4 from the line today, accounting for all of his scoring today. $18:49 for the second half. First free throw after a little bit of a hesitation by Mateski goes in. Foul was called on Mason Kleinsmith for the Lakers, and that a second free throw goes in for Luka Mateski. And it's now a 12-point lead at 39-27 for Parkside. Kleinsmith in the front court between the circles. Sends it right to the key now to Yaklich, who straddles the 3-point line. Hands it off to West. Back right point to Kleinsmith. He one-hands it to the right wing. With it there is Yaklich. He tries to go in from the right, backing into the lane. Spinning down inside right. Hesitates, then puts it up after a nice head fake. He was pressured there on that play by Zach Bain, but Griffin Yaklich, great determination there to get the 2. 39-29 in favor of Parkside. Pulling up there, Palmer didn't take the shot. Dropped it back for, as he dropped it back for Warden, and then kind of one-touched it there to Fawaz Surakat, who then hit about a 6-footer in the lane. He has 8 today. 41-29 Parkside. Parkside right now at this point, I'm sure more than happy to just trade baskets with the Lakers. Here's Yaklich right to the key in the Roosevelt front court. Yaklich palms the ball with his right hand. Spins it now wide right to West. Return pass for Yaklich. It was behind him. Griffin had to scramble to the far corner to get to the ball, and he did so. Back to West, 5 to shoot. Mikey West the drive in from the right. Dropped it back now in the lane, and then the lead-in shot goes in for Devon Smith-Johnson. His first 2 of the game. Good save on that possession there, and the Lakers back to within 10. Palmer into the front court to Surakat. Back wide right now to Warden. He drives into the lane, power move, but his shot hit the right side of the glass and missed. Griffin Yaklich, the Roosevelt rebound. Long pass ahead, tipped it looked like by at least 2 players. It goes out of bounds and Roosevelt to keep it. 17-17 remaining in the second half. It is a 41-31 lead for Parkside. Mason Kleinsmith to inbound, baseline left for the Lakers. He looks, lobbed it in, out high left with it now is Devon Smith-Johnson. He looks around. Gave it back right to the key to Hamari Bowers. Bowers in deep, spinning right of the lane. Spins again into the paint. Left-handed shot on a double team goes in. Bowers now with 6 today. And the lead for Parkside is at 8 at 41-33. Surakat off to the right side of the front court for Parkside. Dropped it back to the timeline to Palmer. Now wide right on the wing, Metesky back to Palmer. Fall away from 17 left of the key. Left women out, and the rebound cleared by Griffin Yaklich for the Lakers. Yaklich will bring it into the front court. Picks up ahead of steam, drop it back now to Smith-Johnson. He fakes a 3, Devon into the lane now, leans in, puts it up, right side of the rim and out. Got his own rebound and hit the follow-up shot. Good persistence there by Devon Smith-Johnson to get the 2. Lakers back to within 6 at 41-35. Bain into the front court. Gave it to Warden, now left of the key. Palmer, dribble to the foul line. Tosses it wide left, faking a 3, Metesky. Barrels in the lane, reverses it up, and he missed the shot, but he was able to draw the foul. 16-10 to go in the second half. They called that foul on Griffin Yaklich for Roosevelt. Second team foul on the Lakers here. And Yaklich now with 4 fouls in this game. Luka Metesky to the line now for Parkside. And the first free throw is in for Metesky. He's 3 for 3 from the line in the second half. Missed his first free throw of the game. He's made all 6 attempts since then. One more coming up. 42-35 for the moment. The lead at 7 for Parkside. And now it's 8 as the second free throw. Nothing but net for Metesky. So it's a 43-35 Parkside lead. Kleinsmith into the front court here for the Lakers. Has it left edge of the center circle. He's guarded now by Logan Zaire back into the game for Parkside. Lob out high left now to Smith-Johnson. Hands it back off down to Mikey West. He circles top of the key. Stutter step. Drives in left side now. Fought away from 13 in the lane. Front rim and out. Rebound battled for in the lane. And a whistle. There's a lot of contact in the paint going after that rebound. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll sort out the foul during the break. 15:46 to go in the second half. Timeout with a score, Parkside 43, Roosevelt 35. We'll come back after this break. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. And we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
15:46 to go in the second half. Roosevelt for the game now, 12 of 31 shooting, while Parkside is at 11 of 30 for the ball game. As the two teams now back out onto the floor. And we are ready to get back at it here this afternoon. Lakers had the ball out of the timeout. And now here is Kleinsmith out with the ball between the circles. Moves it out right of the key. Backed it up now to the right point. 7 on the shot clock. Kleinsmith still way out front. 4 to shoot. Kleinsmith drives into the lane. Drops it back, and then a lean-in shot from 17. Misses from the free throw circle, and the rebound goes to Parkside. Got shielded on the view. Not sure who took that shot as the Lakers now get back defensively. Palmer has it out high right. Gave it back right side now to Ethan Ivan. Just back in, now to Palmer. Straight away, long three. Off the rim and out. And the rebound cleared by Roosevelt. Dante Sawyer with a rebound here for the Lakers. Sawyer has it out high left. Dribbles around to the right side. Steps back. Straight on three. Is in. Dante Sawyer hits his second three ball of the game. Both here in the second half. Lakers back to within 5. Josiah Palmer into the Parkside front court. Long pass wide left to Zaire. Back around now to the right side. With it here is going to be Palmer at the right point. Got it wide right now to Metesky, who lobbed it into the lane. Now he has it back on a return pass that came really quickly to Metesky, who drives in low right, head fakes, then drops in a shot in deep off the glass. Lakers quickly back the other way as they trail now 45-38. Bowers on the drive. Bumps there in the lane with Braden McLaughlin, who I think will get called for this foul. Yep. His second. And the team's second of the second half for Parkside. Off the inbound now, Lakers controlling. Palmer gets the steal here out of McLaughlin with a steal after a pass out high. He went in from the right for the lay and had it rejected from behind by Bowers. Lakers get the ball right back. Pulling up, three ball is in for Dante Sawyer. So the Lakers got the block by Bowers. Then to the other end, they're able to cash in on the three ball, the third of the second half by Dante Sawyer. Lakers back to within 4 at 45-41. McLaughlin into the front court. Hands it out high left down to Metesky. Brings it back out front on a long pass there to Ivan, who fed it now wide right. Then a lean-in shot for three. Too strong off the left rim there for McLaughlin. And then on the rebound, a whistle. And a foul called on that sequence on Dante Sawyer, his second, and I believe the team's third. 13:40 remaining in the second half. Board showing the Lakers with 2 team fouls here in the second half. And here comes the inbound, an immediate shot from the left side. I'm not sure whether it would have been for 3. It missed for Logan Zaire anyway. And the Lakers back the other way after the rebound defensively, and now we'll have a timeout on the floor. 13:30 remaining in the second half, and a timeout on the floor. It is a 4-point lead for Parkside, 45-41. Take a break and come back. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Man,
fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
As we come back, 13:30 remains in the second half, 45-41, another tight ball game. This game kind of similar to the game prior to this on the women's side, where Roosevelt fell behind early, chipped away, and then got the heart-stopping win at the end. Roosevelt here on the men's side of things today. Similar situation. Mo Saul back into the game. He inbounds the ball now as the Lakers are back at it here. Here's a drive in the lane now by Devon Smith-Johnson. Left-handed shot off balance. Banks high off the glass and missed it. And the rebound goes to Parkside. Defensive rebound going there to Paxton Warden, who goes down the lane all the way coast to coast for the lay-in. Warden, the rebound on one end, the layup at the other. He has 8 points today. 47-41 Parkside. Kleinsmith into the front court here now for Roosevelt. Lobbed it right to the key. Smith-Johnson gave it back to West, and then a kind of an alley-oop on a hook pass, and it got batted around there as it was intended for Smith-Johnson under the basket, and it got tipped away, and Parkside wound up getting possession of the basketball. They'll bring it into the front court. Hesitating, now taking a three is Ethan Ivan, and it's right there. Ethan Ivan, I don't think wanted to take a three there. He looked to pass it to the left side, changed his mind, and he hit the long ball. And now the Lakers trailing it by 9, and a mini run here in progress for Parkside. Left of the key, Mikey West, 4-3, back rim and out. Good offensive rebound there by Mo Saul as he went charging over to the right baseline to get to the ball. Cross-court lob now for the Lakers to Mikey West. He'll drive in baseline left. Kick out to the right corner. Saul for the three, and it's in. So give the three. Saul comes right back and gets his first points of the game for the Lakers. And just like that, back to a two-possession game. 12 minutes remaining in the second half. It's a 50-44 Parkside lead. Out high right now with it is Ethan Ivan. Around to the left side now to Dunham on the wing. He'll back it up, does Jake Dunham. To the far sideline to Mateski. Hesitates. Steps in, brought it back out high left down to Warden. He'll swing it top of the key, and then a step back three. Nothing but net for Ethan Ivan. Ivan now with 9 in the game. And the lead at 9 for Parkside at 53-44. Into the forecourt. Mikey West on the drive into the lane. Pulled up at the dotted line. Brought it back out high now to Kleinsmith. He'll play it off to the right side now. Shot clock is at 10. Sawyer pulls up. An almost NBA three, in and out. Oh, bad luck there, and the rebound goes to Ethan Ivan. Oh, I thought that was going in, but it kicked out. Ivan into the front court, left side now, and then a three is in dead center for Logan Zaire. And now Parkside heating up a little bit, and suddenly they're back up by a dozen. And D. Brown wants a timeout. 10:56 to go in the second half. Time out on the floor with a score. Parkside 56, Roosevelt 44. Take a break and return. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
How is your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
56-44, Parkside, a little bit of a run here now. The Lakers have to regroup as they inbound the ball. Here's Mason Kleinsmith angling left side in the front court. Out high now. A little hesitation by Hamari Bowers. And now the Lakers will bring it back out high right. Here's Sawyer with it. Hesitates, drives into the lane. Power move to the hoop, and he laid it in. Dante Sawyer has 11 second-half points. He has 16 this afternoon. 56-46, lead at 10 now for Parkside. Left side, and a three, a little bit too strong there, and the rebound cleared after the missed three by Dunham. Rebound went to Ethan Ivan. Back out to the timeline, now to Warden. He drives in left of the key, hesitates, drives into the lane. Kicked it wide right, and now Zaire with a three. Front rim and out, rebound on the floor. And Devon Smith-Johnson got to it for the Lakers. Fed it up ahead. The Lakers then bring it inside out. Saul, bouncer from the foul line. Got it down low. Bowers head fakes, then drops it in. Lakers went into the lane, kicked it out to the corner, back around, and then inside again, and they wind up getting the two. 56-48, Parkside the lead in possession. Under 10 minutes to go in regulation. Laker bench chanting defense here at the D. Simone Arena. Off to the right side. Warden drives in, head fakes, puts it up. Well, he kind of line drives that one in. He wasn't square to the basket, but he got it to fall nonetheless. He has 10. 58-48 Parkside. Still time, but the Lakers need something they really haven't had a chance to really get today, and that's a lengthy run. Kleinsmith angles right into the front court. Got it right side around the screen. Out high now to Mo Saul. Saul one hands it near side now. Here's Dante Sawyer with it. Sawyer throws a little bit of an elbow, but they're going to call it a block. Logan Zaire will get called for that foul. His second, team's third. 9:13 for the ball game. Lakers down 10 at 58-48. Dante Sawyer to inbound for the Lakers. Dante, the transfer from Arkansas Pine Bluff to inbound. Brought into Kleinsmith, left corner. He'll trace the arc, move it right around the Devon Smith-Johnson screen, pulls up at the foul line. Back out high now to Bowers. Off to the left side, Sawyer dribbles to the top of the key, hesitates, takes a 20-footer, and it's in. Dante Sawyer having a great second half, as that was 4-2, and it's a 58-50 game here for Parkside. Rangers operating in the front court. Oh, a large traffic jam there. Didn't see you with the ball right away. They'll bring it back out high to Paxton Warden. Backs it up between the rings. Underhands a bounce pass in, low right. Driving in now, Fawaz Zurakat spins to the hoop, laid it in, count the hoop, foul called. And it'll be Fawaz Zurakat to the line for a three-point play opportunity here. Give the foul to Mo Saul. That'll be his third of the game. And now, Fawaz Zurakat to the line for the three-point play opportunity. He's 2 for 3 from the line today. And the free throw, back rim and out. And the rebound goes to Hamari Bowers for the Lakers. So it's a 10-point lead for Parkside for the moment. Kleinsmith into the front court. Circles around to the left side, try to take it in deep. Picked up the dribble. Back out high to Bowers. Bowers on the drive. Goes to the foul line under some pressure. Brought it back out front now to Sawyer. He'll back it up now. Sawyer, top of the three-point line. Flips it back to Bowers. 7 on the shot clock. Now to Kleinsmith. He has it out high left. 4 on the clock. Kleinsmith circles around. Fall away from 13 in the lane. Kind of a desperation shot. Missed it. Oh, Zurakat had the rebound initially. Had it ripped out of his hands by Bowers. And then he took a fall to the floor and a whistle. believe they called that on Suricott. That would be his third of the game. And now Amari Bowers to the line here for the Lakers. And the first free throw is in for Bowers. He's 5 for 5 from the line this afternoon. Has 9 points. And for the moment, the deficit for the Lakers is at 9. It's 60-51. 8:03 remaining in the second half. Second free throw is in. So it's an 8-point lead for Parkside. It's 60-52. Under 8 remaining in the game. Paxton Warden out high right in the front court. Dribbles to the top of the arc. Hesitates, now drives down the lane around Griffin Yaklich and laid it in. So Warden now with a dozen, 6 in each half. 62-52 Parkside. Up the near side, Sawyer into the front court. Flips it back now to Yaklich. Griffin wheels his way into the lane. Double head fake, now brought it back out high. And then a 3 for Sawyer. Nothing but net for Dante Sawyer. His 4th 3-ball of the game, all in the second half. Lakers back to within 7 at 62-55. Josiah Palmer into the front court. Almost went down to one knee, keeping the dribble. And he was able to keep the possession alive. Warden now throws an elbow wide right. No call. And now out front with it is Zuricott. Hands it up now to Palmer. Into the lane he goes. No look pass to the right corner. And then a whistle as the ball was on the way. I was watching the flight of the ball. There was a huge collision in the paint. Sawyer taking a fall. And we have a timeout on the floor. 7:07 remaining in the second half. And it's Parkside the lead, 62-55. We'll return after a break. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
The GLIAC is the Conference of Champions. Since its inception in 1972, GLIAC teams have won 53 national championships and countless more individual championships.
Throughout the GLIAC, passionate fans come support our athletes in 21 NCAA-sponsored sports.
Just as important as being champions on the field.
The pool.
The court. The course.
The track.
GLIAC student athletes are champions in the classroom and the community.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The GLIAC is.
The Conference of Champions.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
So far, 2 ties and 2 lead changes in this game. And out of the timeout, the Lakers have possession. And they'll bring it across the line into the forecourt here. Lakers trailing it by 7. Just under 7 remaining in the game. Lakers running a little bit of a weave here. Dante Sawyer leans over the dribble out between the circles. Fakes right, went left, pulled up. A 3 from the left side. Banks in, count the hoop. Foul called. 4-point play opportunity for the Lakers after the foul on Braden McLaughlin. His 3rd, team's 5th. Dante Sawyer continuing to light it up here in the second half. He could potentially make it a 3-point game with a free throw. Well, that was one of those there, you know, a foul is coming, toss it up, and it went in off the glass. So, here's Sawyer to the line. Takes the free throw, and it's in. 4-point play. A very profitable possession there for the Lakers. Logan Zaire back into the game now for Parkside, as it's now a 62-59 Parkside lead. 6:47 remaining off the inbound. Ball tipped out of bounds, far corner. It looks like Parkside will keep it. Well, a play like that can really boost a team's momentum. We'll see if the Lakers can get a defensive stop here. Luka Mateski back into the game, will inbound the ball far corner. Brought it in, and with it now is going to be Logan Zaire. He'll bring it into the front court. Nearly traveled with the ball. Had kind of an awkward pass back toward the top of the midcourt circle to Mateski. Off to the right side now, here's Warden. Paxton Warden wheeling in, brought it back out beyond the arc. Bounces it low right now. Suricott into the lane, left-handed shot misses, but he draws the foul. Fawaz Suricott to the line now to shoot 2 here for Parkside. Give the foul to Dante Sawyer, his first. Suricott to the line now here for Parkside. Things getting interesting here. Suricott 2 for 4 from the line today. 6:27 remaining, 1 possession game for the moment. Lakers now with 5 team fouls, by the way, in the second half. First free throw here, and it'll be around and in. Bounced actually. Front rim, back rim, and fell through for Fawaz Suricott. He has another one on the way. Back to a 2-possession game. Second one is back rim and out. Oh, reaching up high. Palmer reaching back as well to get a one-handed catch on the rebound. Got it up ahead, and then the lay-in is there for Fawaz Suricott. Palmer the assist after the great rebound, and right back comes Parkside with a little bit of a momentum shift, and they're now up by 6 at 65-59. In from the right, Sawyer spins into the lane, had it knocked away. There was contact, no foul. And Paxton Warden gets the ball back here for Parkside. He'll barrel into the lane. One-hand bouncer down low, and then a reverse shot misses for Zaire, and the rebound eventually tipped into the hands of Griffin Yaklich. Lakers have it back. Up ahead now to Mikey West. He'll pull up for the 3 from the left side. Misses, and way up high for the rebound is Logan Zaire. 2 passes later, right side, driving in here. Mateski, he spins, had it knocked away. Mikey West, the Roosevelt steal. West into the front court. Dribbles it now left side, drives in, through a little bit of an elbow. Bounces it down low to Bowers, in traffic. Muscles the shot up and in off the glass. Quick whistle after the field goal. I was just writing down the field goal in my book, heard the whistle. They called a foul here on Bowers, a technical here. It'll be his second personal, and the team's 6th foul in the second half for the Lakers. This will send Luka Mateski to the line now for a technical foul situation, and the first free throw here for Mateski is in. 5.5 minutes remaining in the second half. 5-point game for the moment. One more free throw coming up here for Luka Mateski. Second one, good. He converts. Mateski coming in at 94.4. You can see why they sent Mateski to the line in that situation. And now out of the free throw sequence, it'll be Parkside with the ball. And they'll be able to move it here all the way left to right. It'll be Braden McLaughlin to bring it in here for Parkside, which now has a 67-61 lead. Inbound pass to Josiah Palmer. He'll bring it up the floor. Across the timeline, right in the middle of the court. Palmer tosses it out high right now to Paxton. He drives into the lane. Paxton Warden wheels into the lane. Left shot misses, left-hander misses, but then he got his own tip in to fall off the glass. Paxton Warden driving in. 8 in the second half, 14 in the game. And now Parkside up by 8. Sizable margin here, given the way the second half has gone. Into the front court, Mason Kleinsmith. Down the lane. A little floater, back rim and out, and Fawaz Suricott the rebound there for Parkside. Up ahead now to Palmer. He'll bring it into the front court. Barrels into the lane. One-hander to the right, tipped away, but then recovered by Zaire. In the lane, back to Suricott. And Suricott takes a fall as he is fouled on the right edge of the paint. And he'll go to the line. Call this one on Mikey West. And that'll be the 7th foul for the Lakers. West, I believe, now with 3 in the game. And Fawaz Suricott to the line now here for Parkside. A couple of made free throws here, and Parkside would be back up by 10. And it was a 1-and-1. He missed the first one, and the Lakers got the defensive rebound. Bauer is able to pull down the board. Well, let's see if the Lakers can take advantage of the other end now as they trail by 8. Field goal would just make it a 2-possession game. Mikey West pulls up left of the lane. Fall away from about 17 is in for Mikey West. He has 10 in this game, and it's a 69-63 Parkside lead. Josiah Palmer into the front court here for the Rangers. Angles left. Long bounce pass now. With it there is Paxton Warden. He drives in. Power move to the hoop and laid it in on the left wing. Warden with 10 in the second half, 16 in the game. 71-63. Parkside keeps the 8-point lead. 4 minutes remaining. Kleinsmith angles right into the Roosevelt front court. Lobbed it in wide right. A little hesitation, then a drive in baseline right. Getting position, but the shot not falling. Then the rebound got tipped in. Devon Smith-Johnson getting credit for the 2. It looked like from here, looking at it in real time, Fawa Zurikat was right behind trying to get the rebound. I wonder if he almost tipped it in there. Anyway, Devon Smith-Johnson got credit for the 2. At the other end, Paxton Warden, straightaway 3. Back rim and out, and the rebound cleared by the Lakers. Hamari Bowers with a board. Bowers fed it up ahead. Lakers trailing it by 6, 71-65. Time starting to wind down in this game. Here's a 3 from the right. Around and out for Smith-Johnson, and the rebound goes to Parkside. Logan Zare with a rebound. Correction, Braden McLaughlin with a rebound. He'll bring it into the front court. Has it right edge of the center circle. Out high right now to Josiah Palmer. It's guarded by Kleinsmith. Palmer moves it left of the key. Wide left now to Zare, his 3. Around and out, and the rebound goes to Roosevelt. Devon Smith-Johnson, the rebound for the Lakers. Up ahead now to Dante Sawyer. Left side to West, he's wide open. Takes the 3 off the heel of the rim, and on the rebound, Parkside gets possession on the board by Logan Zare. That would have made it a 3-point game. Palmer angles left into the front court, and now Parkside will take a timeout. 2:42 remaining in the second half. Timeout on the floor. Your score, Parkside 71, Roosevelt 65. This is Roosevelt University basketball.
It'd be great if life came with a remote control. You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
As we come back, a 2-possession game, but time starting to slip away from the Lakers here a little bit on this first day of 2026. As 2:42 remains, Parkside with the ball. They'll inbound far sideline with 21 to shoot. Josiah Palmer will bring it in. Brought it out to Ivan. Now a handoff back to Palmer. He goes into the lane, pulls up. Got it out of a double team. Played it out front now to Ivan. His 3, left rim and out. And the rebound goes to Roosevelt. Mikey West eventually able to get to the ball for the board. The Lakers now need to try to cash in here. Parkside has given the Lakers some chances taking 3s and not converting, but the Lakers haven't been able to cash into the other end. Sawyer on the drive in from the right. Passed it now far sideline to Bowers. Shot clock at 11. Bowers outran his dribble, has to scramble back to get to the ball wide right. Now he does get the possession back. He drives in low right. Tried to put up a shot. It was blocked by Braden McLaughlin. Then it went out of bounds and Roosevelt to keep it, but now just 2 remains on the shot clock. 2:06 remaining. This is kind of like an end of the game situation. Throw it in, catch and shoot, and maybe you can get 3 out of it. Sawyer on the inbound. Brought it in. Oh, he tried to bank it there off Zare, and it didn't work out. And Parkside wound up with possession. Palmer into the front court now. Palmer one-hands it left of the key. Paxton Warden flipped it back out high to Ivan. Now again to Palmer. Under 2 remaining in the game. Now left side with it here is Logan Zaire. Top of the arc to McLaughlin again. 8 to shoot. Now Warden, a long 3. That'll rim out. Offensive rebound on a follow-up will bank in from underneath for Ethan Ivan. Tough sequence there for the Lakers. They're now down 8 and under 90 seconds to go in the game. Sawyer into the front court, out high right. Hands it off on the come around to West. Hook pass wide left. Great anticipation there by Josiah Palmer, who got in front of Bowers and got the steal. He'll bring it into the front court. Bowers fading back defensively now as Palmer brought into the front court. Here's Zaire with it. Bouncer out to the timeline to McLaughlin. All right, now down to 1 minute remaining in the game. McLaughlin with it again, off to the right. Bounce pass through traffic. Contact as the ball was about to bounce out of bounds. That pass was intended for Ethan Ivan, but he bumped there with Hamari Bowers. And he got called for the foul. Team's 8th for the Lakers, and now free throws coming up for Ethan Ivan. And the game starting to slip away from the Lakers' grasp here. 57.5 seconds to go in the game. Ivan today, 1 free throw to convert on a 3-point play attempt early in the game. Free throw here is in for Ivan. He'll get the back end of 1-1. Ivan at 3 points at the half. Has a dozen in this game. Here's the second one, and that's good. Ivan hits them both. 75-65. Lakers now in desperation mode here as they bring it into the front court. And from the right, a 3 goes in for Hamari Bowers, and immediately, that was rather Devon Smith-Johnson on the 3 from the left, and the Lakers immediately take a timeout. 49.8 remaining here in the second half. It's a 75-68 ball game in favor of Parkside. Devon Smith-Johnson on that last 3. Sawyer getting the assist. The Lakers trying to avoid what would be their 3rd straight loss to start the GLIAC season. Their first GLIAC game in about a month. The Lakers will be on the road again on Saturday. That'll be at Ferris State. That'll be a 2 p.m. Chicago time game. We'll have video links for Flow College. We'll be there as well for audio on Saturday. And then the Lakers will be back home a week from tonight, back to the Goodman Center. First time in a while. Women's team last played at the Goodman Center on the 20th of December, but the men's team, going by memory, I think it was the 6th of December. Right now, the Lakers in this game are at 24-54 shooting. They're 8 of 18 from 3-point range and 12 of 15 from the free throw line. While Parkside 23 of 55, they're 6 of 26 from 3-point range, and they've made 23 of 30 free throws. Parkside looking to increase their record overall to 6-4. They, as well, are still in search of their first GLIAC win of the year. And they are currently in the driver's seat. Here's Ethan Ivan to inbound now for Parkside. Out of the timeout. Ball brought in to Palmer. He's under intense pressure on a double team in the corner. Long pass up ahead to Zaire. He'll bring it across the timeline. Goes in from the right, then backs it out on a wise move. And then a pass here out front to Warden, and he's fouled. We'll call this on Devon Smith-Johnson. I have him with 3. Team's 9th. And Board has 8 team fouls and 38 seconds remaining in the second half. And it'll be Paxton Warden to line now here for Parkside. 38 seconds to go. And a 75-68 lead here for the Rangers. And now they do add the foul onto the board, so it is in fact 9 team fouls for the Lakers here in the second half. And the first free throw almost taken while there was complete silence here in the gym Missed off the back of the rim. Amari Bowers the rebound up ahead now. And driving down the lane, Dante Sawyer with a lay-in for the Lakers. He's had a great second half, great game. That makes it 75-72 possession game. And on the inbound, a whistle just as the ball was about to be caught there by Logan Zaire. And we had a timeout taken on that sequence. 29.2 remaining in the second half. 75-70, so still a little bit of hope here for the Lakers. Resetting the game right now. The alternate possession arrow is in favor of Roosevelt. Lakers do not have any timeouts remaining. Parkside with 1. And fouls in this second half. Parkside with 6 and the Roosevelt Lakers with 9. So in effect now, Parkside is in the double bonus. 29.2 remaining. And we'll have an inbound coming up here. Actually, no, we'll have an inbound. Coming up here, under the hoop here to the left. And for a moment there, Ethan Ivan looked like he was going to throw a baseball pass. Instead, a short pass here to Palmer, who gets tied up on a double team. Players fall to the floor here. It'll be a jump ball, and Roosevelt gets it back. That's exactly what the Lakers needed. Boy, Palmer was immediately surrounded, really within about a half a second, by a double team, and it ultimately caused the turnover. All right, now the Lakers, they don't necessarily need a 3 here. 25.4 remaining, no shot clock for the rest of regulation time. Roosevelt to inbound baseline left. I cannot yet see who's going to inbound the ball. It's brought back out front. Now up to the left side with it, here's Bowers. Bowers wheels to the left elbow. Spins the second time in the lane through a double team. Tosses it up and in. Count the hoop, foul called. Amari Bowers to the line for the three-point play try here. Give the foul to Braden McLaughlin. His 4th. Team 6th. So now a 75-72 game, and Bowers to the line for the three-point play try. Well, if you're Parkside, that's the last thing you want to have happen now. Bowers to the line, 19.7 to go. Free throw in the air, and back rim and out. Rebound goes to Mason Kleinsmith. The Lakers keep it. Around the arc they go. Now West out front. Pulls up left of the key, steps back, and his shot back rim and out. Rebound battled for here. Bowers got it back and laid it in. Bowers makes it a 1-point game at 75-74. 8.8 remaining in regulation. Lakers trying to pull this one out. Inbound pass to Palmer. He's immediately fouled with 8 seconds to go in the game. Palmer is an 81% free throw shooter. He is 3 for 4 from the line today, and he'll go to the line here. Well, no matter what, it'll be a 1-possession game. The Lakers trying to pull a great comeback here. So Palmer to the line. Check and see who that foul was on. I think it was on Kleinsmith for the Lakers. That would be his 2nd of the game. Here now is Josiah Palmer to the line. 8 seconds remaining. And his first free throw he releases, and it's in for Palmer. That's his first point of the second half. He has 7 points this afternoon. Paxton Warden back into the game now, along with Suricott here for Parkside. Palmer one more on the way. Here's the second one. That's good. Clutch free throw shooting there. 3-point game at 77-74. Lakers can tie with a 3. They need to move at the length of the court. Inbound pass brought into Mikey West. He'll bring it up the floor. Got around the screen at the timeline. Drives in under the hoop. Kicked it back out front. And the pass was taken away at the foul line by Braden McLaughlin. And Parkside holds on and wins by 3 here on New Year's Day. Your final score this afternoon, the Parkside Rangers 77 and Roosevelt 74. With a victory, Parkside now moves to 6-4 overall. They're now 1-2 in the GLIAC. And Roosevelt dropping to 1-9, and they remain winless in 3 tries in GLIAC competition. Let's take a look at the scoring stats for the game here this afternoon. And for Parkside, it was Paxton Warren leading the way with 16. Then it was Suricott, and off the bench, Ethan Ivan, a great game with 13 points this afternoon. Then the rest of the scoring. Logan Zare had 10, Palmer with 8, and Jake Dunham had 4, and Braden McLaughlin played but did not score, but had the key steal right at the end of the game to run out the time. For the Lakers, they were led in scoring by Dante Sawyer with 27. Then it was Hamari Bowers with 16. Mikey West had 10. Devon Smith-Johnson 9. Griffin Yaklich 4. Mo Saul with 3. And for Hamari Bowers, a double-double today, 16 points and 10 rebounds. And no such double-doubles for Parkside here this afternoon. So it turns out to be a New Year's Day doubleheader split as the women's team takes a hard stopper on a last-second shot by Marie Outlay to win their game by the slimmest of margins in game number 1. And then the second game, the Lakers, a great effort at a comeback coming up short as they drop this one 77-74. Lakers back in action on Saturday afternoon. That'll be a 2 p.m. start. We'll have a live link for Flow College. We'll also have an audio call for you. And we'll have the women's game before that at 12 noon Chicago time at Ferris State on Saturday. Our great thanks to the sports information staff here, CJ Sellner, and the sports information staff here at Parkside in Kenosha, and our thanks to all of you for tuning in. Final score again in game number 2 today. Parkside 77, Roosevelt 74. Hope you have a great rest of the New Year's Day and rest of the great holiday weekend as well. We'll look for you here over the weekend from Ferris State. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for being with us. And for now, from Kenosha, Wisconsin, we again wish you a Happy New Year and also a very pleasant good afternoon.